being that we're going to be fixated on next week if they don't come home with a win here. It's Brady too. Like he's not everybody's favorite. He did get I want to say finally a mention or an interview request, right? Baltimore now has asked for him, and I thought it was interesting. This morning I was thinking about how I hadn't heard anything like that yet from him, and you hear a lot of names. So what might be, in your opinion, the thing that he needs to do best Sunday?
I did an interview in a Baltimore station this morning because of that, and it was on video, and there was the people in the chat box, the bullpen, so to speak, for them. And there were a lot of Ravens fans like, no, I don't want him. And, I think he's a polarizing guy right now because Josh didn't have quite the year he had last year, and people see that. But they're still, number 4 in the league in scoring points. And I think his job in this game is to make sure there's a pivot if the Jacksonville Jaguars really slow down the run game. Now, I know the Jags are number 1 rushing defense. I totally get that. But the Bills are going to do what they do. They're going to be who they are. They're still going to try and run the ball. I don't think the Bills are going to come out in this game and say, we're going to suddenly change our identity and become this team that throws the ball 40 times. They don't want to live like that. They want to give the ball to James Cook and stay on schedule and have 3rd and short. That's how the Bills are going to have to make their living. And if the Jags start to really slow that down, then what's the pivot? His job is to have a pivot ready to be able to really be able to do something in the passing game that can kind of make something work to allow the running game to continue to go. I think the other part of it is his job in this game is to make sure that Josh Allen kind of is at the best version of himself, I guess, right? Settling in, whatever. You go back in some games that we've talked about over the years, and I don't know if I can give you one off the top of my head, but what's the book on Josh sometimes where he gets so amped up early in the game? Early in the game, he's so amped up that, maybe he needs to get hit a little bit. He said before he might need to, get hit a little bit, or you want to give him an early throw. You want to give him an really early success where he can feel good. Last year, the AFC Championship game, the Bills went 3 and out. They started the game with, I think, 3 straight passes. They were incomplete, and they had to punt the ball. And, I think you want to do something early in this game to establish that you can be a little bit more settled in and in control.